Hello there, my beautiful Leos, and welcome. This is your full moon in Capricorn reading. We are having this full moon on Thursday, July 10th, depending where you are at in the world. Leo, check your birth chart and check where you have any Capricorn or 10th house placements. We're going to start this full moon reading off with a number, and it has flip-flopped through for you. And you have 666 with I am centered. Very interesting that you got this energy here, Leo, and I'm going to explain to you why right after I read it. A wake-up call for you to re-examine your current situation and change the direction of your thoughts so you can raise your vibration to a more positive frequency. All right, so the fact that you have 666 flying through is so very, very synchronized for me, and I didn't even get the chance to tell y'all this yet, but Capricorn moon is technically in a position of being in its sister sign's planet. So Capricorn doesn't do well in a moon phase. It doesn't do that well in a moon cycle. Some of you as Capricorn moons, if you even have that as your birth chart, you may even understand that a little bit, where you're either emotionally up or you're emotionally off. So this could be happening for you around this time here, Leo, where your emotions are either super, super heightened or your emotions are nowhere to be found. So with you receiving the energy of 666, that's why it makes so much sense that you got I am centered. So whether you're one of the Leos who are emotionally off or emotionally on, figure out the medium in that energy. Figure out the neutral of the energy. Some of you may have been overthinking a lot or feeling a very strong sense of emotional trigger. This full moon is going to bring it out so it can be removed. So let's see what your angel is for this full moon in Capricorn. Leo, you have balance. Thank you, angels, for bringing my life into balance. I mean, there you go. You have I am centered and you have balance. So it looks like this Capricorn full moon is rebalancing something in your energy and in your life. So you are going to be receiving a wake-up call from the universe. Now, whether that be a stressful moment, an overthinking moment that ends up going fine for you, there's going to be a moment in time that has either just happened or is happening now where you have a strong realization of what needs to be centered in your own energy and re-examining your current situation and what needs to be balanced. So let's see what else you got going on and see what your Moonology card is. And you have communication is key with new moon in Gemini. Okay. So I definitely feel like for a lot of you, there could have been a lot of overthinking what to say. A lot of you may be overthinking or kind of trying to figure out a good thought process towards things. Some of you, you do have something to say, or someone's going to be saying something to you around this time. And it's really important to use your balanced, centered energy. Do not have conversations from a place of anger. Wait for your energy to process. Wait for your energy to be balanced, and then move forward. So it does look like there's an emphasis around some type of conversation around this full moon in Capricorn. Let's see what else you got going on here. Leo, you also have eclipse in Aries with collaboration. Boost relationships through teamwork and compromise. All right, so the fact that you're getting communication is key. You know what's really interesting too is this is a Capricorn full moon, and you have communication with the letter C. Collaboration with the letter C. Centered with the letter C. So it looks like this full moon in Capricorn has a lot for you here. Some of you may be collaborating with people for some type of work situation. You know, Capricorn energy does rule the 10th house. So like your reputation with others. Some of you may actually be a public speaker. You may actually be making a speech. With you getting communication is key. But it does look like there is people around you that want to boost their relationship with you, Leo. And it may come through through messages, emails, phone calls, things like that. Let's see what Mermaid is with you for this full moon in Capricorn. And you have miracles. Ooh, okay, Leo. For a lot of you, this could feel like a miracle because your life may have felt so out of balance for so long. or possibly you haven't felt centered for so long. But like I said, 666 is giving you a wake-up call. And I actually feel like I said this not too long ago, and somebody commented on the reading with a great quote. I think I said this yesterday, like in your reading for the daily for the 9th, which is today, of when I'm getting this out, depending on when you're watching this. Y'all don't mind my bruises. I hit my arm on something. Okay, there is somebody who put a quote on the last video, in the Leo video, and I wrote back to you because I was like, wow, this is a great quote. Yes, I watch or read your comments. And this is kind of weirdly synchronized to what one of you said to me. Little Miss Sunshine. She said the quote, when you're good at something, you'll tell everyone. When you're great at it, they'll tell you. So damn, Little Miss Sunshine, you are on it. You're on it. Shout out to you. So yeah, I feel like that could be happening to you right now, where people are telling you that you're great at something because you are. People want to collaborate with you. People want to be close to you. People want to boost their relationship with you, whether it's platonic or romantic. And the fact that your mermaid is a miracle, it looks like this energy is really good. And it looks like this energy could be shocking. Because you have a wake-up call with miracles. This is a strong indication that something is going to go more in your favor than where your mind thought it would go. All right, let's see what your quantum oracle is, and then we're going to get your tarot theme cards. You have intuition and manifestation, spirit card number 3. Wow. So when this card comes through, I'm telling you, Leo, these readings are getting creepier and creepier connected. And your season is coming up. And we're going to do the Leo season daily marathon. Y'all, if y'all don't like me and my hyper joyous energy, it ain't going to be for you. Because you know I'll be excited for my Leo season. So anyway, the fact that you got intuition and manifestation, Leo, you are in your psychic powers. You are. And that's why 666 is coming here to remind you to be centered. Some of you born on the 6, some of you life path number 6. And if you did not already watch the Angel Numbers podcast episode we got out, I feel like it's going to be very beneficial for you to watch it if you got scared when you saw 666 come through. 3, 6, 9 are our most powerful numbers in the universe. Society creates fear around those numbers because society creates fear around anything that can give us humans more power. So 6 is not a scary number. 6 is telling you, hey, it's time to balance things. 6 is going to get you possibly when you are feeling negative to give you that message to shift. And that's why you have this energy of miracles here with this mermaid and an eclipse. This will be surprising. So some of you may hear from somebody or receive news or an opportunity or some type of message, some type of energy that comes your way through communication. And it feels like a miracle hearing this. It feels like a miracle having this. So let's see. First card out is Seek with the Hermit. Card number 9, that's Virgo energy. We have Trust with the Fool. There's that Aries energy. Oh, wow. And you have Choose Your Battles with the 7 of Wands. There it is. All right, so something is pulling you out of hermit mode here. Yup. No wonder why you have this eclipse in Aries with collaboration. Love wants to be around you. Friends want to be around you. New opportunities want to be near you and have you in them type of way. So yeah, you may have been totally happy in solitude and stuff like that, but something is calling out to you. Love is calling out to you. Collaborative opportunities are calling out to you. Let's clarify this. So you could be a little, I've been seeing resistance in your energy for the past week. Let's see. On the Hermit, you have the Magician. Yeah, so you manifested this in solitude, whether you realized it or not. And this energy is going to require you to collaborate with others, to communicate with people, to re-examine your current situation and change the direction of your own thoughts and feelings, as well as changing the position you are in your role of life. For some of you, Your energy on the Fool is the Death card. Ooh! So this new beginning will cause a change. So for example, say you've been single and love is here. That new beginning will cause an end to your hermit mode, to you being by yourself. Others of you, whatever this new beginning is, it's going to require some type of ending or some type of change. Doesn't necessarily have to be that it's a full-on ending. Some of you could, some of you maybe not. Could just be a really big shift, a big change. On the Seven of Wands, we have the Knight of Swords. Let's see. Your advice is temperance. Find balance. And your own energy as well as outside of you. And your outcome is the Knight of Pentacles. All right, so there looks like there is definitely a new path here that's going to require you to like not be in solitude as much. Doesn't mean that you're never going to have any alone time, but it just looks like the energy's calling out to you. The energy's like, hey, Leo, we're here. We want this. We want to be around you. We want you to be at our event. We want you to be here. We want you to do this. Some of you may also like, there could be a transition from either working from home and then not working from home, or not working from home and then working from home again. Some of you, there could be a back and forth of that. Knight of Swords with the Hanged Man. So I feel like whatever's coming your way, whatever communication, whatever news, for some reason, you don't really seem like you know exactly how you want to respond to it. And that gives me an indication that you didn't really expect this manifestation to take form. You thought about it. You took the action towards it. You've been working on it. For some reason, in the analytical mind, you didn't really think it was going to happen. So, like, the fact that it's happening, you're like, oh, wait, what do I do with this? Something is going to, I don't want to say test, because that's like a scary word, I feel. I feel like something is going to push your solitude, per se. Let's see. On Temperance, as your advice, we have the King of Swords. So find peace in your mind. 666, King of Swords, your advice. There is a really big indication for you to not thought spiral. So that gives me an indication as a reader is that you may have been going back and forth with overthinking and then not overthinking, trying not to overthink a situation, but then cannot help it. So really sit in that position of cutting through the thoughts that no longer serve you and just really sitting in the energy of peace. And with Temperance here, there could be a certain like energy that's bringing you two together. So if you see here, you have this eclipse in Aries. What is the eclipse in Aries? What do eclipses do? Sun and moon. What is being held in Temperance? Sun and moon. So there is going to be an energy of coming together with your destiny. Coming together with what's meant for you. And on the Knight of Pentacles, as your outcome, we have the Five of Pentacles. Yeah. And it's going to require you to leave certain things out. And like for some of you, like I said, you could be transitioning your workspace, your work mode, where you work, how you work. Let's clarify these last three positions here. On the Hanged Man, we have the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, man, are you comfortable? You know, growth is not always going to happen in comfortability. I feel like this energy is here as, I don't feel like it's negative. I just feel like it's going to test your comfort zone a little bit. So whether you're super comfortable single, or you're super comfortable working there, you're super comfortable working at home, or you're super comfortable not being seen, something is here where it wants you to be seen. Knight of Swords, King of Swords, Temperance as your advice with the Sun, yeah. Find the truth inside of you, find the joy inside of you, and follow it. Knight of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles with the Six of Swords. Let's clarify that one more time. Queen of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands, yeah. So whatever this shift is, it's going to make you feel more abundant. It's going to make you feel more loved. It's going to make you feel more secure. If you're connecting with a new person and you always overthought love a lot, you may be finally feeling a sense of like, all right, I'm just going to see how this goes. I'm going to try not to overthink. and I'm just going to sit in the security of self. But there's really some strong expansion here for you, Leo. And it looks like it comes through news. It comes through conversation. It comes through communication. It comes from you receiving something through hearing it. 8 of Wands in your outcome, my conversation card. Communication is key. Collaboration. So there's definitely energies here, but you may be iffy on how to respond. But I feel like it's going to be beneficial for you if needed. And some of you, you know, with you getting the collaboration energy and communication, some of you are feeling pulled in multiple different directions. Like work is calling you, friends is calling you, love is calling you. This is that type of energy that's saying, Leo, what's going to make you feel balanced? What's going to make you feel at peace? That's what you should choose. So if you can't do something, then you can't do something. If you could do something, then great. And the energy is really asking you to move forward with faith. Because you have I feel like you have a manifestation taking form, but I don't know if you didn't think it was going to happen, or maybe it takes form and you're like, oh wait, I already got something going on that day. You know, like for example, say you've been, I'm just making an example up. Say you've been manifesting to have a really, really successful business. You're super successful, but you have zero free time for yourself. Here comes love. You're like, what do I do? I really love this person. I really like this person. This person feels like a manifestation. It feels like a miracle for me. But I'm booked and busy and I have no time. So, you know, that's going to have to be rerouted and balanced if you do want to engage in both. Same thing. If you have had a work from home moment and you're like, wow, this is amazing. I feel so comfortable. I feel so great. And then you get an opportunity to work and it's super abundant, but it requires you to step out of your house every Friday. Maybe like, hold on. So that's what the energy I feel here. It's not going to be the same thing for everybody, but that's like the examples of like the metaphors I get with this is that you may be living out a specific manifestation as another manifestation comes through, and like making room for it is probably going to require you to reroute some things or detour some things or change up your schedule. So, like I said, you may be feeling pulled in multiple different directions, but you're going to figure out what you should prioritize over what you shouldn't prioritize, and what is going to be best for you and what less stress for you. In terms of zodiac signs in the spread that could be around you or in your chart, for this full moon in Capricorn, you have almost every zodiac sign out, I swear. You have Leo, you have Sagittarius, you have Aries, you have Gemini, you have Virgo, you have Aries, you have Scorpio, you have Pisces. You don't have Capricorn out though, which we're okay with. Capricorn's card isn't the, I guess you could say, most positive one in the tarot, so we'll take it of not being in here. All right, Leo, so let's see what your ending oracle is. Who is your divine master that is with you for this full moon in Capricorn? And ready to be seen here. Rumi, mystical knowing, breaking boundaries, personal experience of God. Wow. All right, Rumi. Familiar name there. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay, here we go. Rumi was a 13th century Persian mystic poet. His words, poems, and songs have been highly influential the world over, transcending national borders and ethnic divisions and describing the direct experience of God. Rumi is now acknowledged as the world's most popular poet. Some of you write poetry. What's most magical about this great man is his ability to shed light on moments that can be deeply painful. In these moments, his words and poems can bring real solace. One of his most loved phrases is, "The wound is where the light enters." For it shows that even in our darkest, most wounded moments, God will be there to lead us back to wholeness. I am centered, balance. That's what you're being led back to. Your message is time to move beyond any limitations of the earthly realm that have been placed or forced upon you. It's time to break free of the constraints of family, politics, religion, and anything else that has been telling you who you are, who you need to be. Your connection to the divine must come from a personal experience. Trust that you believe and trust what you know, for this is the only way to move forward. This isn't saying you should disrespect or throw away what may be placed around you. Wow, that's spot on. I felt it. I'm like, why do I feel like something's got to sort of go sort of way? Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. This isn't saying you should disrespect or throw away what may be in place around you, but see if there's a way for you to authentically express who you are without causing offense. Rumi's light is with you to help you move beyond the limitations of society or family traditions. You do have the Ten of Pentacles here. Simply remain centered in your heart and let your personal experience of the divine lead the way. It isn't inauthentic to speak to others in their language or through their wording in order to get your point across. Communication is key right under that. What's important is what you feel within the deep knowing that no matter what or who you are or where you are loved by the power that created you. Thank you, Rumi, because I felt a little overwhelmed with the message. I'm like, how do I explain this? Because, you know, when you feel the energy, putting it into words isn't always easy for me. And I feel like I have been like jumping over my words this whole reading and almost just like mispronouncing or almost like having like slight dyslexia here. So sorry about that. But now I kind of understand why. I feel like it's the message that's making me do all over the place in this. So, Leo, guess what? Drum roll, please. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. All right, guys. They're finally here. And every single order from this moment on until I run out of as many as I got, every purchase off my Etsy shop is getting a golden 100. Y'all, I waited forever for these babies. So I know I only had a couple before, but now I literally have hundreds, literally, pun intended, hundreds of them. So from this day forward until I run out of them, and I'll let y'all know when that happens, every order off my Etsy shop gets a golden 100. Now, we do have Wish Flash Paper Kits on sale. We have the Opalite Gua Sha on sale. We have the Money Drawing Water on sale. What else I got going on over there? I got the Healing Stone, which is the Vibrating Gua Sha, which I do not have up here because I use it in the sauna. So it's in my gym bag. But anyways, woohoo! They're finally here. Yay. So I'm going to put a select few up for sale on my Etsy shop. So if you already ordered, because I know there was literally like 50 orders when I first dropped all of my products last month, that only a certain amount of you got the gold 100. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the gold 100 by itself. I'm only going to put like 10 of them up for sale because I need to save them for orders. But I'm going to put 10 golden 100s up for the people that wanted one, didn't get a chance, already have the product, stuff like that. So that, and none of the prices are changing. The prices stay the same. You just get a golden 100 now. So you can find my Etsy shop link down below. If I remember to put in the comment section, great. If I forgot, you got to go check the description box for my Etsy shop. You can also book a reading with me or book a personalized birth chart reading with me as well. I would say do not forget to check your birth chart to see where you have Capricorn 10th house energy. I'm pretty sure there's like a generation of us that have Capricorn and like Neptune or something. So majority of you watching definitely have Capricorn in a placement that just so happened to be the generation of that moment in time. So thank you, my beautiful, amazing Leos. I'll talk to all of y'all very, very soon and have a good one. Bye now.